back to Lisha Nicole's World. I have a guest here, as you can see. This is my best friend, basically my sister, because we've known each other since the single digits.
Yes, over 30 years.
Say it. Anyway, since she told it, over 30 years. Thanks a lot. Shut up. So anyway, we are here. Well, she's here because we're going to discuss a hot topic about these men going around keep on talking about. Is this popping out again? Yes, it is. So we're going to talk about these men that keep on complaining about these so-called masculine women, these women that act like dudes. But it, like, truthfully, it's called
Alpha female.
Yeah. So they don't know how to handle it. So we're just gonna discuss this. Do you agree that that women act like men?
I feel sometimes we do if we're dealing with a man that's falling short. If it's someone who's not leading properly, so sometimes women will, become more, kind of just take their place and do where they're falling short.
I agree. So, I feel like they are calling these females masculine and calling them men, or saying they act like a dude or they want to be the guy, because they are falling short still. They just want to complain and place blame instead of sitting down, asking the proper questions, trying to understand, well, why is it that these females, not just one, not two, but a whole slew of them, why are these females acting the way that they are? And it all started from, I'm sorry to say, but slavery. When they started, the slave masters were breaking up the families, so the men couldn't be a part of the family. And so that is the beginnings of it. So then from there, you see men, black men mostly, they want to keep them incarcerated. That's another way of keeping the family separated and having the women to have to play the male and the female role. It has to be the mother and the father. If we need a light bulb put in, we got to do it ourselves. If we need the table moved, we got to do it ourselves. And the man could be sitting right on the couch with his lazy ass.
Right. That's true.
And see you struggling and still don't get up, but you want to complain about how I'm acting like a dude or how I'm trying to lead. Listen, I've been trying to give away my penis for a long time. Okay? Take the penis.
Can I please be the woman?
Exactly.
Please, can you allow me to be the woman, please? For a moment.
For a lifetime.
Oh, yeah. For a lifetime.
Because I'm so tired of fixing the washing machine, fixing the sink, fixing the car. Yes. I was in a position where I had to fix my own car. Perfectly healthy man just sitting there doing absolutely nothing on his phone. And I had to go to YouTube University. Thank you, YouTube, for that. And get the knowledge to go and fix it. And I did it, and the car was working fine.
Yep.
It was just a little 1, 2, 3.
Did. Fix the washer by yourself.
Yeah.
So
I be doing it. And then when you're dating, guys get pissed off because you're not accepting any type of behavior. I think a lot of women are waking up.
Yeah, a lot of women. I feel like we are too. Like, we'll cut somebody off fast now. Real fast. And a lot of us are starting to see the red flags and not like, oh, well, maybe I can fix him, or maybe I need to be patient. You just cut off. That's it. On to the next one. So
yeah. And I think because a lot of women are a lot more vocal now. So we're telling you, we're not accepting this. We won't accept that. But yet you continue to do it. So therefore, either you're not listening or you don't care. But either way, I'm not going to sit here and deal with it.
Yeah.
You deal with it by yourself.
So we know how to do it by ourselves now. So.
Or they can find a woman with low self-esteem and she could deal with it. But she ain't.
She ain't either.
She ain't dealing with it.
First off, I don't like for a man to call me aggressive. For one, we have to hear already from the white people being called aggressive. I feel like I'm just firm, I'm stern, I'm just saying what I have to say. I try to spare your feelings, but I have to be honest. Why do I have to hold back my feelings if you don't care? So, I mean, that would be the biggest thing, being aggressive and like, oh, you think you wear the pants in the house and you can't control me. You're not my mother. You know, all these things that I've heard, and that's just not what it is. You are just not doing what you're supposed to. So I'm like, okay, let me step it up and do what I have to. And especially when you have children. You cannot sit around and just wait for things to get done. Yes. If not, the list just gets longer and longer and longer and longer.
But that's not, I mean, that's irritating too, because you shouldn't have to, the fact, like, you have a son, so you shouldn't have to play the male and the female role. You don't know how to be a man. So that man should take on that role fully, completely. That should not be a responsibility left on your shoulders. So, I think that a lot of black men, I'm speaking on black men because I deal with black men. I don't deal with any other race. So I don't know what that experience is like, but I believe that they need to realize that they need counseling. They need to deal with the mommy issues, because a lot of them are probably raised by single mothers. Father wasn't there for whatever reason. And
or mothers, or their mom and dad could have been together and the mom was just quiet and she didn't speak up and she just took a lot. So.
True, because I know of a situation where, you know, the son was coddled, and so he believed that women should be doing everything for him, shouldn't be talking back. And so he would be shocked a lot of the times when I open my mouth. I am very blunt and honest, and I'm not gonna hold back. So
I think it just boils down to, we're not our moms, we're not our grandmothers, our great grandmothers. Like, we're just putting a stop to all of this, like just sitting back, being quiet, not saying anything,
allowing to cheat on us, and not say anything about it, and just deal with it because you don't want to break up the family. But sometimes breaking up the family is the best thing that you can do. Because you have to think of the health of the children
and what they say.
Exactly. See, my best friend, we be finishing each other's sentences and everything. Okay, yeah, that's just a little slang I picked up down here, down in the South.
Down in the South.
So,
but yeah, I feel like, you know, like our generation, our eyes are more open to, you know, what we shouldn't have to deal with anymore, what we should tolerate, you know, what we want, basically, not what somebody else wants for us at this point. So.
Because you see that video on Instagram where the grandma, she said, she was asked, what's one thing that you wish you could have done over, or something that you, I don't remember the exact words, but her thing was she would have went to school instead of allowing her husband to do everything. And I don't think they stayed together. I think they got divorced, right?
I think she ended up having 3 kids. So instead of going to college, she got married.
Yeah.
And she gave him 3 children. Was it like 5 years later? She's just like, I'm basically having to raise you. She's like, no, now I have 4 kids or something like that.
Yeah, that's right.
And she went back home and she told her mother, okay, I'm ready to go to school, but it was too late.
Yeah.
It was too late. So, I mean, it's nothing wrong with getting married, but it's about marrying the right person.
Yeah. The men aren't able to control us like they used to be able to. And I think that probably happened too a lot out of fear because, like I said earlier, the family was already getting separated because of slavery.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were throwing black men into jail. So the women were probably like, well, I'm fortunate to have my child's father here. So let me not mess this up at all costs. And then they taught their daughters the same thing.
Yes.
So it's not that we're trying to take guys' place or demasculate them.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a word?
I think it's
emasculate.
Yeah.
Emasculate them. We're not trying to emasculate them.
Yeah.
But we really just want to share a life with them where we're not having to do the work of the parents. The lessons that should have been taught. We don't want to have to do that because we're trying to build, we're trying to move on, we're trying to do things, we're trying to have vacation. We ain't trying to have class every day.
Right.
Every day you gotta have class, gotta teach you something new. Like, come on. Basic manners. And a lot of stuff you can learn on YouTube University.
I think we pretty much touched everything. It's not that, we're trying to wear the pants and be tough and rough and make the man a woman and vice versa. We're just more vocal, we're honest, we're open about what we want.
Yeah, we're not so scared of losing a man.
Yep.
Because we know we could do it on our own.
By ourselves. Yep.
And also we are doing the work on ourselves. We are learning how to deal with our feelings and emotions more effectively. And we're also learning how to separate ourselves from a bad situation. So I think men are behind us, as always. They're always behind us. But we want y'all behind us now. We want y'all behind us in a good way, though. Like, you got my back, I got yours. Mm-hmm. In that way. Yes. So we can't teach you everything. Don't get us wrong. We'll teach you stuff because we love you. But we're not trying to have a whole lesson, okay?
Right, and we have children to raise too.
Yeah, you have to learn some stuff on your own. If we're learning things on our own, you got to do it too. Or if you can't learn on your own, go to counseling. Please, you don't even have to leave your home. You can be right on the computer.
Yes, Skype.
Get your counseling right to your front door. Ain't that something?
A lot of it is free, so
yeah.
Let's help our families, our black families, and get back to how families supposed to be, minus us women being walked all over.
Exactly. Exactly. Treat your black women like queens.
Like
queens
queen.
that they are. And you'll get the same treatment. And we were reciprocated. Alright? We will kiss around you, walk on. We don't ask for a lot. Mm-mm. But in you guys' book, you feel like you can just fix everything with money. Toss some money at her and she'll be fine. No. Not the answer. Okay, I'm trying to get a little better at uploading videos. I know I'll be slow. I know I don't be like doing it every week, but I got some videos now. So just bear with me, okay? Please. And also in the description box, my GoFundMe the information will be in there. If you can, please help me out. I'm trying to build up my company so that I can help people with lupus and all other kinds of disorders, like autoimmune disorders, because our skin is affected by the medication as well as just the disease itself, because it attacks everything. So I make my own body butter, and I'm trying to share that with the world because it is helpful. My daughter has eczema, and that's all I put on her, and she has never had scaly skin or anything since she's been using that, and she hardly complains about itching. Mm-hmm. My friend here, her children also use the body butter, and
we all use it.
Yeah, and they've had some skin issues, and they all love it as well, and it's helpful.
So it smells so good.
Well, thank you, friend.
And a little goes a long way.
Thank you, friend. So, building a website will be up. As soon as that's up, I will put that in the description box as well. And it will be available on all of my handles. The Body Butter handle is Shakespeare's Formula on Instagram. I don't have a Facebook yet, but I gotta get to that as well. Lot to do. You enjoyed this episode, and hopefully Shonda will come back.
I'll be back.
You want to give them your handles?
So my Facebook is Shonda Love, and IG is the same, Shonda Love.
Okay, Shonda Love.
Shonda Love.
Loving on your black man.
Yes, ma'am. Loving on him.
All right. Well, we hope you took some of our advice. We hope it, was somewhat effective. And no, that's not what I want to say. What's like musical?
Just giving our point of view of what we want, and we don't want to be misunderstood anymore. So.
Hear us, please hear us. We are screaming, crying, trying to fix the black family.
Listen
and help the black man. We're not trying to leave y'all behind, but y'all don't listen. Just lend an ear. Actually let it marinate in your brain, and then use it.
Don't abuse it.
I'm putting that in there.
Oh my gosh.
All right, guys. Well, we're not going to waste any more of your time. We appreciate you guys. If you got to the end, we appreciate you. My handles are all, for Instagram and TikTok, it's Lisha_Nicole's_world. And for Facebook, it's just Lisha Nicole. So hit me up on any of those. Leave questions in the comment section.